Where is this even? Oh, I know where this is. What if we... I'm not used to these safe states. Where's this? The very start of this area. I think I like not doing that. Hollow Knight. I guess you could say it like that. Oh, I just like, you ever do something so wrong it's like not even like, doesn't even look like a mistake, you're just stupid. Ooh. Got all sorts of new ways to break the save states. So I updated the debug mod. Oops, actually, I just don't do that. Do I? Okay, I guess the save state's just if you full silk, which I think is not realistic, but whatever. See, this skip is really weird. I don't know what changes, whether or not you get it. What am I trying to do today? Probably not die. And just get some long segments. I think that's the goal. And if I struggle with the room, I'm gonna like restart and practice from that room. Or not practice from that room, just like make sure that I have the movement for that room down. Imagine if I did like events. How would I describe this? Imagine if I did streams that had anything to do with the current like time. No! Oh, why did I reset? Well, I guess that is kind of a hard reset spot if you mess up that skip. Let me actually find the reference for that. That's the wrong one. This is the wrong skip. Okay, I need to like actually make sure I know how to do this. Okay, this is just not correct. Can these Discord servers like, can they like compile like the most recent strategies? Oh, if you want to learn this route, here's like the best example of this particular skip or whatever. Actually, I kind of hate Discord servers as a method of storing information. They're such a mess. They're not really meant for that purpose, but people do it anyway. And what's even worse, if you're watching a YouTube video and they're like, if you want to learn more about this, join this Discord server. Like, no. I'm not gonna like comb through like a billion messages just to find like one little nugget of information. Chat room app. Well, I mean, it makes sense because they're like discussing strategies. This is a pretty new speedrun game, right? So it makes sense. Oh, the fumbler, the thrower, the like Mr. Mistake. So yeah, someone suggests a strategy and they're like, hey guys, I think this is a good way to do the strategy, and someone else tests it out and they're like, actually I think I have a better way, and so on and so on. And then like a month later they have like a strategy that is like pretty good. But you look at the Discord server, you're gonna find like all of those previous iterations as well. Oh, that's a backup that it works at least. Like this strategy where you like do this to run faster, I don't know how to do it, and I don't know where to learn that information. My best idea right now is to watch the world records input display and just do whatever they're doing. But they don't know what they're doing. They probably use some other trick. It's actually weird how information like this works. It's like the opposite of a cognito hazard. Like once you learn the secret, it becomes like 1,000 times easier. I actually learned the arenas. Just kidding, I'm awful at them. I actually did that wrong. After I said that I learned them. Shoot, I don't know how to do this term. Oops, that's the wrong spot to do that. I'm gonna die. Well, I should open up the world record. Maybe thank you for speedrunning this game and doing good runs. You made a tutorial? The world record holder made a tutorial? I'm about to... Well, I'll do that later. Oh, they messed up one of these rooms, so I can't learn from how they did that. They really just... That's such a simple way to do that. They just dash. I guess I can't go back and practice. I guess I'll try not to die. No. I said if I mess up, this is the wrong... Why am I here? If I mess up a room, I'm gonna go back and learn it properly. I'm not a huge fan of these save states, I'll be honest. But there's not a really good source of them, so maybe I'll just go make my own. You know, I can do a speedrun. Just press the save button every once in a while. Oh, you coward. I think Actually, that could have been avoided if I did a different strategy. Oh, I wonder if that's possible. Is that what the strategy is? I watched this fascinating video. Actually, it's not really fascinating because I kind of already knew everything in it. But it's just an argument that I like thinking about. I totally messed up that room. I should have said save state. And we're back here. It talks about Geometry Dash and the skill ceiling of that game, which I think is a very interesting topic because, in my opinion, in my uninformed opinion, Geometry Dash is one of the highest skill ceiling games ever. And it's kind of an impossible question to answer. Oh, you have such an annoying hitbox. What does your hitbox look like, anyways? It is like a mix between subjective and objective. It's like, yeah, some games are just objectively harder than others. We're all aware of that. Most like Souls-likes are harder than like Kirby games, you know. But when you look at games in like completely different genres, it's like you don't really like what's the reference point, you know? You don't even have a hitbox. That's not a very useful cheat. So like the harder Geometry Dash levels are like full of frame perfect inputs and memorization, and they really don't want you to like see the gameplay. So you basically have to memorize the exact timing of hundreds of frame perfect inputs. It's kind of insane. And they're basically, that video was basically just putting into perspective. Oh, yeah, I see. Wait, I was gonna say save state. The forgetter. And like, is that something that could ever be known? What is the hardest like challenge in any game? Or I guess you could say like the hardest challenge that any person has completed? Is there an objective answer to that question? Actually, the start of this room is a good point to practice. Yeah, let me not take damage though. Wow. Okay, I actually don't want to lose health though. See, that feels like a pretty good strategy. What I just did there. Maybe you just try to jump over it. Maybe that's what you do. Don't even try to pogo. Oh, I'm bad. Shoot. That hitbox is jank. Let me turn on this setting. I think that's a pretty good way to do that room. I would, yeah. You know, it'd be a sick mod if you could see your, like, go, oh yeah, that's a good way to do that room. You just need to not bonk your head on the ceiling. If each room recorded a ghost of your best, like, run through that room. You know how, like, splits will, like, keep track of your best, like, your best split, your gold splits for each segment? That, but for every single room. It'd be kind of epic to make a mod like that. Ouch. That hitbox was like really out there. Yeah, there's some timing to that I'm not understanding. It's also always amazing to think of what humans are capable of. That like any random person can pick up a skill and eventually get like extremely good at it. Whoops, I mean I forget the routes. I forget there's like a, like, I should not, like, press that button. Like, what reason do people have to even be capable of improving skills like this? I have you exactly where I want you. That was such a fast fight. That's like best case scenario. You just spam so many silk spears. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Where's the cheat that skips all cutscenes? Wish there is a thing like that for Hollow Knights. No, I'm bad at the game. Yo, free Silk. It is very, very satisfying to get good at these rooms. It is annoying to do that. Okay, I gotta practice this. And this whole segment actually could use improvement. This is a skip that I'm still like learning. Oops, and then that's how you mess it all up. Oh, what? That's a lingering hitbox. If I've ever seen one. See, now the skip isn't even possible. He should take some damage. let's do like just go at it again, I guess. Taking damage there for the probably not even a time save. I always get hit by that. Oh, thank you for the tutorial. Maybe. Speedrunners are actually like an insane type of people. I'm speedrunning like one of the most like hyped games ever. That also has like incredible movements and combat and whatever. There's people out here speedrunning some random like NES game that you've never heard of in your life, and they've spent like 40,000 attempts on it. Like, yep, I'm the guy who has the world record in this completely unknown game. Oh, wait, I'm doing this wrong. Hello, thanks for stopping by. More silk, more silk. Get back here. Does not matter. Actually, it does kind of matter, actually. No, I stumbled. Actually, yeah, you just go ahead and go up there and... too far. I'm not. I thought it was too far. That's a really scary skip. Also, I think it is maybe a little bit RNG. I'm not sure. It's kind of funny that I have very little knowledge about the speedrunning side of this game. All I really know is what the current world record looks like. And even then, like, I often don't watch the entire thing. I didn't take damage. That's a really weird... It's like a very sticky area. It's easy to, like, accidentally touch the walls and, I took damage from that? Oh, wait. Is that the meta? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That kind of worked in my favor, even though it was a mistake. You idiot. I sound like a horse. No, a little bit longer than that, a little bit longer than that. I missed the button. That was risky, I could have taken damage there. Okay. Just slowly bleeding out the whole fight. That sounds like a fun challenge. Silksong, but you take damage every 30 seconds. I've thought about trying to do some sort of challenge video. Or not video, a stream. I feel like I'm always going to be stepping on someone else's toes by doing that, though. There's already like a billion other content creators who are making videos about every challenge that you can imagine. I guess I shouldn't think about it like that. Just instead think, I want to do a challenge, and I might as well stream it. I haven't really thought of a good one, or like what mods are accessible to even make them possible. There's always like oh my goodness. There's always the regular, like, self-imposed challenge. Like, no upgrades, for example. I think if I'm going to do a challenge, it's going to have to apply across the whole game and not just, like, the 80% routes. Because the 80% route is already so restricted in the things that you do. The only, like, optional thing you do is, like, upgrade your needle once. Otherwise, you're basically already doing the bare minimum. There's a mod that doubles all enemies. I thought that might be funny. Also, any like low percent or like randomizers, I feel like might not work that well because I don't really know anything outside of the 80% routes. So any like skips and mostly just skips or like knowledge of where stuff is in the world, I'm not as familiar with. Because randomizers kind of rely a lot on skips, like, oh, you don't have a wall climb or the like dash, so you need to find other ways to navigate the world to like collect items. Which is like randomizers are going to be rough for this game. There's two possibilities I can think of. One is some key items you just never get. The game just like, well, there's so many items in the game, you don't get like a dash or a wall jump or the float. You just like don't get some movement upgrades for a very long time. and you're just like miserable for like half of the run. Or key upgrades like the cloak or the dash are so necessary that the game is just forced to give them to you, or else it's just like a soft lock, you know? Because randomizers tend to have some sort of logic to them where it's like, well, obviously you need, some items are locked behind other items. So in order to like everything, if one of those random items happens to be necessary to beat the game, then you know, it's gonna have to give you one of those abilities. It's gonna have to give you a dash. A very simple example of this, you imagine a game with two areas, the starting area and then a secondary area, and that secondary area needs an upgrade, it needs a double jump. That means the game is forced to get, or the randomizer is forced to give you the double jump. That did not work the way I wanted it to. The game is forced to give you the double jump in the first area before you progress to the next area. So you're gonna get it early. It's not like you can go through the whole game without that upgrading. So imagine instead of two areas, it's like 16 or however many there are in Silksong. And so many of them are maybe inaccessible without like key abilities that it just has to give them to you. Maybe. I don't know how it's going to work out. Maybe there's so many skips and such that actually it might not give you a dash for like most of the game. How do you die in 2 hits? What? Please, hub. This is like my worst room in the whole run, even though I practiced it a ton. I'm trying to get silk from you. But they died in a funny spot. Scuttle base is actually, I think it also works as a wall climb, so. And maybe a dash as well. Actually, that might actually work. Oh, that was going so well. At the last second, I remember that I'm supposed to do that skip. Also, I did that movement wrong. Yep, hardest skip in the game still. I didn't expect you. But you're far. Silksong, but there's grandmother Silk never existed. It's all just little spiders. That actually, I don't know why, that's such a funny idea. Just like a Hollow Knight game, but there's like no intelligent bugs. It's literally just bug simulator. Not your terrifying attack. Should've done a dad attack there. I was so greedy for that extra nail hit. Oh, I could end that. Also step on you because you're a tiny spider. Get the spider out of here. Let me load a previous I did not lock in on that boss fight, as some would say. Hell yeah. I was thinking about shoot, what's the game called? I really should know this. The Paper Mario bug game. I don't know why I forgot what it's called, but ouch. Bug Fables. I thought it was a funny idea for a second that there could be a genre of games inspired by Silksong. But not like the Metroidvania or like anything to do with the gameplay, just the fact that you're playing as bugs. That's like the selling point, and everyone's like, oh, a new bug-like. I can't wait to play with my next favorite like insect. Yep, and I messed that up. Nope, that's not it. A few more bug likes. So true. I think that's what the next rain world should be. The next rain lake. Like, being a bug is like the pinnacle of being at the bottom of the food chain, you know? Or, the opposite of the pinnacle? You know what I mean. And what it could really, like, focus on is the idea of being a little creature where literally everything is larger than yourself. Spoilers for Rain World Watcher in case any random people are watching or not familiar, but the ending of Ancient Urban is so good that I wish like all of Rain World was like that. Because all of our theories about how big the ancients were, Rain World lore jump scare, all of our theories about how big the ancients were was like, oh, they're probably like similar to the Slug Cat, or maybe a little bit bigger. Saying that they were like huge, like it just didn't make sense. Like, how would they navigate this world if they were so much bigger than everything else? We play as an isopod. Is it the 3D game? If so, because I think I've played that before and it was kind of kind of whatever. Whoops. Because Rain World, it doesn't really feel like you're very small. Maybe that's like just lying straight up. But everything is very accommodating to your scale. You know, all the pipes that you use to travel around. It's very convenient, isn't it? I'm like forgetting the route. Rain World is like surprisingly convenient. But you get to Ancient Urban and it's like, wow, I'm suddenly like a tiny little rat in like a huge city. And for some reason, none of the rest of the game gives you that feeling. Except for maybe like 5 pebbles. And 5 pebbles is like absolutely massive, so really the scale should be like way bigger for 5 pebbles. There's that one room. It's in Pebbles and Moon have this room where it's like a big like rectangle in the middle of like a really empty space. It kind of looks like a CPU. I like that room, but I feel like there should be a room like that, but it's like 4 times bigger. I guess that doesn't really make sense for there to be that much empty space. Like, yeah, if you're making a massive supercomputer, you want it to be as dense with computation as possible. What is the region called? Verdant Waterways? I think that also has a good sense of scale. I think like extremes of scale are like some of the most fascinating things in games. I think there's like a if anyone has heard of oh, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds neat. The like part of Far Fields that leads up to like the Ant area in Act 3 here in Silksong, I think that area also has a good sense of scale. Where like the blades of grass like are taller than you. It's like, wow, I'm like a little bug in this massive like field. There's this game called Fractal Block World, which is an experience. It is certainly a game of all time. But it lets you shrink and grow, and well, not infinitely, but a lot. I think it's just so cool to like see like a little block, a little square in front of you, and then to shrink down like 5 times, and suddenly like it would take like years to travel to that same block because you're just so far away and so tiny. I'm not very focused on the game right now. Anyway, if anyone is inspired to make a game like Rain World, you should play as a bug. Oops, I didn't jump high enough. Wow, they did the easy variation of the skip. Can you believe it? After all this time. Oh, Outer Wilds does this in its kind of subtle way. Well, there's a lot of crazy stuff in Outer Wilds. One minor spoiler for the DLC. You discover this space station from a species that has been in your solar system without you knowing. And they are very tall creatures. They're much taller than you, and therefore all of their their buildings and their furniture is bigger. And it's like, you can tell just like walking into like the first house you see. It's like, these chairs are like the same height as me. It immediately feels like you're in an alien, even though it's not like alien in a typical sense. It just immediately the sense of scale is off because these furniture is just not designed for your scale. Goodness, can we stop throwing? That was close. I'm way better at phase 1 than phase 2. I feel like I've only practiced phase 1 for some reason. Even though I've done the whole fight several times over, like I get to phase 2 and I just tank everything. Actually, I think that is exactly what happens. I know how to do phase 1 decently well. What is that? What? Why was there a circle? I don't understand. Well, like, I learned how to do phase 1 decently well, and I just tanked the rest of it, and most of the time I survived. Survived my gauntlet. This was another case of me, like, not having experience with a lot of games. But, like, where's the 3D games that actually take advantage of 3D space? I think a lot of 3D games could be translated into a top-down view, and they'd kind of stay, like, 90% the same. Like, oh, you don't have to aim up and down when you're, like, shooting someone. Like, make a game where the map is forced to be a hologram. Like, you cannot picture all the information in the world on a flat piece of paper. Like, you have to project it or like separate it into layers or something like that, you know? And there's like Tears of the Kingdom where it's like you have like the overworld and like the Sky Islands and the depths, but it's like those are all like very distinct areas. They're basically just 3 flat maps stacked on top of each other, and 2 of them are like way less interesting than the other. It finally happened. I got hit by that guy. I thought it would never happen again. Why am I doing so much damage? Did I accidentally increase my nail damage at some point? No? I think I'm like one-shotting guys when I shouldn't be. I guess I hit them with their own bell. No, that just totally messed up everything. Let's not die to this guy. Lock in. It's how do I deal with that? I don't know what am I doing? I'd love to be on the other side. Okay, thank you. I think their hitbox is like further behind them, so when they turn around, it's like suddenly they're like in your face. I love doing segmented runs and then being stuck on like a 5-minute segments for the whole time. How am I supposed to do like a whole hour-long segment, you know? Why are there random sparks in the wall? Oops. Maybe when I jump for no reason. Are there like hitboxes that are like lingering because I'm messing with the save states? You know what's funny? Considering the pace that you're going at in a speedrun, Sakura also has to speedrun. But then she has to pretend that, like, that she's not bothered by it. Like, oh, I had to like rush to this location before Hornet got here, and then I'm just gonna chill and relax. But then I've just been sitting here for like 5 minutes. And then the moment Hornet gets out of view, it's like, all right, time to rush to the next location. So I'll make an animation of that. A Silksong speedrun from Shocker's perspective. Can we stop doing that? I see why the world record messed this up. I stop like slowly drifting towards the boss when I do that. I think some hitboxes could be adjusted in this game. Can I? This is not a hard fight. I've done this fight like 50 times. Kind of funny that every single bot that ever shows up on Twitch is marked by Twitch as a bot in advance. Like they know, they can tell. I don't know if I've ever seen like a regular chatter be like marked or like have like a warning attached. Excuse me? Whoops. A little too hasty on that. Nah, like that's not gonna work. Can I like, if I ever mess up, how do I salvage this room? Because I could like, the only way is to like do this. That's like, I have to wait for them to get over here, reload the room. And then like mess it up again, like, man, it's weird that like, that room is so different in practice versus runs, because I can practice it for like an hour and or like barely mess it up at all. Which is like, it just works every time, because like their behavior is predictable. Like I get there in real run, it's like, oh, I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know why. I guess that means I should actually. Well, like, it's just not realistic to like practice it. Wow, that was really easy. Like, what is different about practicing it and doing it in a real like segment? Like the easiest skip in the game. Doing this. And then they're so predictable. They do the same thing every single time. And then like, even then I still did that successfully. What? I don't get it. Doing that. Or and that actually never do that to begin with. Now I know what it's like to be Hornet in Act 3. Ah yes, killing like rulers of the past in their memories to take their hearts. By the way, it's really messed up. If you save Carmelita as your final part for Act 3. There's like no reason to kill her. She's still alive, still like the queen of the ants. And you already have 3 hearts that you need for the spell, and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill her anyway, and there's no justification at all. I need to do this fight like no hit like 3 times in a row. What kind of person am I? But do you ask them? You're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I don't understand what my problem is. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The projectile didn't get unloaded when I loaded the save state. I think I was just reminded of Nine Souls. So Nine Souls spoilers. But G does that way better than like any character in Silksong. Where it's like, oh yeah, they were like inspired by this like emperor or something to like write this like poem or something. Like they wrote something when they were killed. I think was G the one that killed them or someone else? I don't know. And they were like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna predict the future and find the person who will kill me eventually, and I'm gonna like just like write and stuff, and then like duel them, and like it's gonna be all cool. I'm sorry, I'm not doing a horrible job at explaining this. I guess it's because there's only like 9 characters in that whole game, and all of them end up dying. But each character is more impactful than like the 50 characters in this game. Oh, they got staggered. I didn't even recognize what happened there. Stop! You didn't fall on my face. Don't mind the backflip. That was definitely necessary. Okay, like this is an easy boss fight. I don't understand what the problem is. Vampire Gnat? Is that what their name is in the files? Let me just try that one again. Stop. Okay, I need to stop doing that. There's probably a little trick that you can do to accelerate up these wind currents, these air currents faster, where you, because you get a little boost when you leave the currents. So if you leave for like a few frames and come back immediately, you kind of maintain that speed. That's probably a thing that you can do. Sounds really hard though. But like, seriously, I should learn like a backup strategy from this side of the arena. I have no idea what that would be though. It's so weird that like I know it can be consistent because I've done it consistently in practice. Why am I down here? I really don't want this skip to be like a choke point in runs. Or this one, actually. Like that, but like way better. You maybe just lose the speed anyways. Actually, from the other ant's perspective, Carmelita just died for no reason. They didn't see the battle between her and Hornet. If anything, Hornet just showed up and just like assassinated her randomly. And they're like, damn, we suck as guards. We couldn't stop one bug. There we go. That's not a big deal, we'll just make another one. Yeah, who cares? I probably shouldn't bother with that. Just survive. Remember my goal was to survive and like not reset too much. Yeah, that's a very satisfying way to get that kill. I think the only way that doesn't work is if they just go underground immediately. They almost got in the way there. That's the wrong action. Okay, that was scary. I don't know why I just like... I assumed that they were gonna like back off and shoot a projectile. And so I did the Silk Spear, but then it was a melee attack. There we go. That's like the proper way to do that. Oops. Target's like, I'm looking for my master, but I have to keep rushing to each new area so fast that I don't have time to look. Oh, great. That wasn't close enough. Good enough. Ah, shoot. Can you come back, actually? Thank you. No! Really? I'm so paranoid about that jump because it just doesn't line up very well. So either go fast and mess it up, or I just take it really slow. Why does that not work anymore? Okay, every other time I've done that, I was like ahead of the cycle. Oh, that's not consistent strategy. It's not even an enemy that spawns there, okay. I thought I found like some tech, but that was just a one-time thing, I guess. The thrower? I'm actually just doing everything wrong. I'm still doing that early. What? You can't parry that? Ouch. This game is really lacking a moment where you can fight an NPC that doesn't want to fight you. What, healing? I mean, I could just end the fight and get a free heal for like from this. Seth challenges you. They're guarding specifically like. Yeah. when is their job to fight? I mean, like a bug that's totally just like chilling, and you like start fighting them, and they're just like fighting in self-defense. But this game is not Undertale, so maybe it doesn't work. Being baller. Yeah, we get it. I kind of wish, maybe this is like an insensitive thing to say. I kind of wish Seth, the character, was in Silksong was not associated with the person who designed him. Because literally every mention of Seth loops back around to that kid. Which is like, okay. I understand why. But it also kind of takes away any impact within the game itself. You don't hear the music playing, and you're like, why is there sad music playing? Is this like, is there some sort of like story going on with this character who's like basically sacrificed their entire life just to protect one thing? No, actually, that story is completely irrelevant because some kid designed that character and you know, so on. exists for a first playthrough. A lot of people who like followed information about the game before its release, they were aware of that. Am I crazy? No, I'm just stupid. Stop doing that. No, my silk. Yep, I'm still bad at that. Balling? We're balling. Oh, we're not balling. That's the wrong direction. And full silk. All right, open up. Man, where's the lore explanation for why these doors open up after you defeat a boss or an arena? Why is the existence of these bugs tied to whether the store is closed or not? By 1,000 time losses, goodness. Try to do this room without messing up. Impossible. Okay, like. Nah, I'm chill. We're chill. We're chill. Oh, we're so chill. We're the chillest speedrunners ever. Still waiting for that mod where one of those guys spawns in behind you every time you enter a room. Slow start. Good silk though. Remember, the goal is to not die. That's about the hardest pattern in the world. That's like, once I figured that out, I never die into this boss again. Promise. Careful, guys. Also, since they're out of sync, you target the one that starts second, so you have a little bit more time to deal damage before the other one, before they start moving. It's funny, you see my health, it's like, oh, I almost lost that fight. I only took damage once. That's the only mistake you're allowed. And that was because of that really difficult pattern. I guess I kind of played the rest of it kind of safe. And this is where the rest of the, or this is where everything falls apart, because this segment is really hard. Just kidding. I'm crazy. I know how to do these arenas. I actually practice these. Immediately looks like I didn't practice. I did mess that up, actually. You were just a little bit too high. The ground. Don't do that. Ah, damn. Probably want to heal at some point in this fight. Though I probably should learn that movement a little bit better to navigate around that enemy. Oh, you traveled really far. Okay. Ah, see, like that's why I needed to heal, because it takes just 2 hits to die. I played that way too risky. Damn, Trobio. I guess that was a pretty good segment. Where is this? This is just entering the library. You really can just go into that guy. I should probably be doing that. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, that's consistent, actually. I mean, consistently taking damage. I shouldn't hug the wall. Maybe something like that is a little bit better. That's a voice actors. Oh, that's not how you do that. Ah. Oh, the heal button. Right, I didn't think about that. Trobio is, like... I struggle with Trobio. Even though that was, like... I was just fighting him for, like, most of last stream. Yeah, I gotta be way more patient. It's some hardest thing in the game, actually. Like, I thought that would be a phase transition there. That was a mistake. You think Charby was enjoying this? I mean, like, probably, but like, you're like totally beating him up. Especially in a speedrun context, in the case where you've actually practiced the boss fight and you're good at it. Like, he like sets up this whole like performance, and then you show up and you just like completely beat him up, and you don't even like humor his like his show at all. He's just thinking, like, I really hope she doesn't actually just kill me after I, like, start playing dead. Oops, I didn't do the thing. Rip. I forgot. I think the hardest part to remember in arenas are the strategies where it's like, stand in this specific spot to get the enemies to spawn where you want them to. I always forget to like, oh yeah, you're supposed to stand in this spot after you finish this wave. Oops. I wouldn't mind healing, honestly. Me when I forget the movements. I didn't do that right. Your running hitbox is a little bit shorter than your standing hitbox, so I think there's actually like a legitimate strategy to like time like a sprint to dash under that door as it's opening. Oops. Just imagining a random bug wandering into this room. If this guy does that same introduction of wailing around. And he's like, oh, you're like infected. Let me just kill you or something. Like, what does he do in that case? Maybe they're chill. Maybe all the vault keepers in this area are chill, even if they are infected or haunted or whatever you want to say. Really? Really? I disagree with that. I'll be honest. Also, I see something I should do differently there. Stop doing that. I gotta do that room differently. I love cutscenes. Shout out to every developer that adds a speedrun mode to their game. You know, if this melody was like a big deal in the Citadel, it'd be really funny if you could just hear some like haunted bugs randomly humming it. And they'd be like a secret way to learn the melodies. Ooh, that was close. Like maybe the random bugs know the song. I guess you wouldn't have the confidence that it is actually the melody. Like, why not try it out, you know? Well, you have a lot of songs to try. I guess it doesn't really make sense. I'm bad at that. Random music, there's like a million combinations to try, so I don't really recommend that strategy. It's pretty smart. You should probably build a robot to like automatically test random melodies. But press the button at the correct time. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm doing everything wrong. These guys have infinite health, goodness. Don't heal there, Hornet. And by Hornet, I mean myself. I don't love the transition from speedrun to fighting for your life. I always love when that happens. Oh, I almost died right there. There's no way that should have worked. You are just the worst. Did you know that? I'll be honest, there was a point where I just forgot the strategies. This is not even close to the... These save states are not named very well. It's like the name of the thing that ends the segment or something like that. Also, yeah, there's a strategy that I've not been doing because I forgot. I should do this arena like every day. Just once a day, just do this whole arena without taking damage. Maybe I don't need to add that part in. I mean, it's pretty consistent. Probably take a lot of attempts. Okay, I was like waiting for one of them to jump, and then when they did jump, it was to dodge my attack. Can you not hug the wall? Generally, the strategy that I'm trying to do in this room just does not work. I don't think it actually is real. This is the time where you know you should stop. This is when you're like, yep, today's not one of those days. I did some good movements earlier. Claw line? Maybe that's a strategy. Why are you flying so high? Okay, so there's no consistency in this first wave. Got it. Oh, now you're right in my face. Okay, so anything can happen. Anything. It's all up in the air. Don't bother learning any consistent strategies because they won't work. Oh, and then I don't have enough silk to do the thing that would have been really good there. Kind of wondering what I should do for streaming. Am I just doing this now? I mean, like, I kind of did this for Rain World, yeah. Sometimes just doing a bunch of speedruns back to back. Okay, so do they always guard when they come in? The answer is no, because I know it doesn't happen in the world record. I don't think it does. It's also like kind of a way to like get me to actually do this. Because it'd be very easy just to stop practicing. And if you're thinking like, oh, if you don't enjoy it, you don't bother. But also like, then nothing would ever get done ever. So I don't know, I'm trying to find some way to get myself to do this consistently. I guess maybe it depends on I forgot. Wow, the world record holder is really good at the game. Shocking, but like... Like, they would not do that. Or this. That's the wrong move. I've never seen you do that. What did I even get hit by? Yo, is the floor gonna open up ever? Yep, that's just death. That's just death. What do I do? I don't know. On the stream here. This is a very hard game to speedrun. Shoutouts to people who like got world records in like the first like week of the game being released, because they really had to care about like not dying. Like the first person to get a deathless run just automatically got world record, and that's like a really hard thing to do. I don't know if it's because maybe I'm going for riskier strategies. I mean, I feel like not really. For them, they were maybe doing easier strategies, but also just less experience with the game. Maybe I'll man, I don't even know what else to do. Like I'll take a break from doing this kind of stream for a bit, and instead I'll do who knows. Just not really any good options. Kind of partially get the feeling that maybe I'm kind of running out of steam for this whole streaming thing. Like I played Rain World for a whole lot, did everything there is to do there, played some other random games. It's like, well, not really anywhere to go from here. Unless I just want to keep doing this. Maybe I could try playing Silksong outside the context of a speedrun. Just do like difficult challenges or mods. And maybe like just kind of try to improve at the game in general. And maybe I'll come back to speedruns and it'll be easier. But also like what better way to like get more consistent at the speedrun than just practice it directly. Just do the whole high halls arena like 500 times. I'm not really sure. Hello. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm about to end the stream anyway. So yeah, thanks for everyone for watching. See ya.